Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 21st of October, 2023. It's been a while since I've used my Tree of Life tapestry, as above, so below. So apparently that's the energy we're working with. My ancestors, once again, have called for the Tarot of the Abyss. I think this is the 5th day or so. Anyway, premiered a new deck on my channel and my ancestors have latched onto it. Not that that's very much of a problem for me. And if you're not familiar with the deck, I will list it in the description box down below. Let's see what you're working with for this first quarter moon. And before I get into shuffling the cards, sorry, this is a side note. Winner, if you're watching this, it's the first quarter moon. Please do your spell that you needed. Thanks. Sorry, had to segue. Let's get into this. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. There is one ace on the table, 4 major arcanas, and I did notice one synchronicity. We have 888. So lots of power and things going around today. How you utilize it remains to be seen. But let's go ahead and jump into the best part of your day. We literally begin our reading today on the Queen of Cups, followed by the King of Cups, the 4 of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so lots of water energy going around. And that very well plays into my lovely tapestry here. As above, so below. Cultivating your inner world just as much as your outer world. Getting in touch with your self-care, your spiritual gifts, utilizing your emotions, and yes, that does mean also tapping into your inner child, letting that energy flow through you freely, tapping into it, slowing down your logical mind because you don't need to utilize that quite so much. We're letting our emotions and our spirituality take the forefront. Why? Because it's therapeutic. It's very healing, especially if we've been ignoring that for quite some time. So yes, today might be a good day to tap back into your spiritual gifts. I mean, we're just over a week away from Samhain. The veil's thinning. Of course, you know, maybe you've been neglecting yourself and self-care is really prudent. Perhaps you've had to do the whole adulting thing for so long that getting in touch with your emotions is something that you need. And I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but humans are basically houseplants with complicated emotions. We need to be rooted and grounded very well in order to properly grow. We require sunlight and water. Yeah, you're a houseplant with complicated emotions. So yes, maybe time to tap more into the spirituality. Maybe time to have more fun. Utilize your inner child. Lots of water energy. And what is awaiting you for the worst part of your day? We have the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the Empress, the Page of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. That is very interesting. Okay. The phrase diamond in the rough comes to mind. You might feel that happiness, joy, and freedom lie elsewhere. That it's just kind of passed you by. But the thing of it is it hasn't. It's there. It's always there. You can nurture yourself at any time. You just have to look for it. You have to get inquisitive and move some some unneeded painful things aside to find it. So if you're stressed the heck out, yeah, having a high vibrational happy moment can be tough, and it's because you've got things weighing you down. Like I said, if you're too much into adulting, too much in the 3D world, you're too much of about everybody else and not about you, your inner world, you're all about the outer world, that can weigh on you. You might feel a little lost, like joy has escaped you. So you're constantly seeking it outward because you think it's not within you, or that you just don't contain it anymore. And that's not true. You have it at all times. You have the ability to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to be joyful and creative all the time. You just might have lost that, and you may need to get a little curious, a little bit more inquisitive, and start searching for that. To find, as this kind of card shows, that little light in the dark. That shred of joy, that inner child that you probably have crammed in a box and shoved down way deep because society tells you that there is no need for that inner child, and will even do things like shame you for utilizing it. So the best part is to kill it, put it in a box, put it away, pretend it doesn't exist. And as painful as that is, you may need that to resurface, and that could be difficult. Especially if it's something that you haven't tapped into in a while. Okay. And I suppose that's where that diamond in the rough energy I was getting is coming from. Because your inner child, that light, that love, it is very nurturing. It's very you. It's very authentic. It is love and light in some of its purest form. And like I said, society tells you to kill it, ignore it, put it in a box, put it away. So you bury it deep in the dark, pretend it doesn't exist. So trying to find that again, it is literally like finding a diamond in the rough. Alright, the obstacle, or how to get over the obstacle. They gave us quite a few cards for this. We have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Fool card, followed by Justice, the Six of Pentacles. Here's our Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups reversed, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and we end on the Death card. Not surprising. We are switching from Libra to Scorpio season. We start on the Queen of Cups, which some people read her as Scorpio versus Cancer. And then we end on Scorpio's card. We end on the Death card, which is highly appropriate for the start of Scorpio season and heading towards Samhain. Okay, yeah, you are very much all work and no play. And what is that song? All work and no play makes me a dull boy. Yeah, you're in your 3D world. You're working right along. You're putting all your effort in. You're building that up. You're stuck in the outward world, the 3D world, the above. And now we're trying to revert back into the below, what's underneath the surface, our emotions, our dreams, our hopes, our inner child. And we're trying to nurture the other aspect, because as above, so below. Your inner world reflects your outer world. So when we're all in the outer world so much and for too long, the inner world suffers. And I'm sorry, but just like a tree, if you kill the roots, the rest of the tree can't grow. It can't survive. So you have to have a bit of a balance, which means we have to return to that naivety, that innocence, that inner child. Have that fresh outlook of our hopes and dreams. Get back to the beginning and our connection with the divine, spirituality. It's very much cause and effect on what we put our energy into and what we get out, what we receive. As above, so below. And if we're too much in the 3D world, we're not taking any opportunities for our inner world. We play too much into one and the other suffers. There's a balance that needs to happen, very much so. So we need to get rid of the delusion that we have to orchestrate the mundane, the materialistic world, you know, working too much, not nurturing our family life and paying attention to our children, being all about trying to acquire money but ignoring the spiritual gifts that we have. So we need to get rid of some delusions here, because they're going to affect our power, our energy. So our skill set needs to be altered of where we're putting our energy, where we're putting our focus, what we're building. We need to rebuild our inner child, the connection to the divine. Work on our hopes and dreams and how we emotionally cope with that, rather than slogging through the 3D mundane world. That all working, that worker bee mindset the society tells us that we must be, that needs to end. We can't be all work and no play. We can't be with our head above water and ignore what's below the surface. That water energy, as above, so below. We have to work both. And now's the time that we're being asked to rediscover that diamond in the rough, that light in the dark, our own gifts, our own capabilities, our own hopes, our own dreams. We need to get back out of the 3D world and integrate more with our inner world. We'll see how much that energy still persists past today, because we do have a lunar eclipse coming up, and that was the 28th, and we have Samhain, the veil is thinning. So the fact that we start on the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Spirituality, that's interesting, as we're going into the lunar eclipse and Samhain. Not to mention we end on the Death card. Alright, let me double check your astrology for the day. First quarter moon in Capricorn. Adjustments over the next week or so for long-term plans. May need some tweaks. You got to make sure you're seeing the bigger picture. And in this case, yes, that does apply. You need to work your inner and outer world, as above, so below. It's not just one facet. It's just not one aspect. You need to be working and utilizing both. Sun in Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, some people might be argumentative. And this may cause you to be defensive for your position. So high running emotions, not surprised that can be a negative aspect. We do start on the Queen and King of Cups. That's that water energy. Emotions run high, and that's both positive and negative. It swings both ways. It's a revolving door. Okay, this may not lead to anything constructive, so try to get to the real problem for those that are embodying that energy. Yes, find the source. Also, we're bringing up the fact that we're dealing with spirituality, reconnecting to the divine. We're reconnecting with source. Why? Because that gives us power, that 888 energy. Very much so. Alright, and I did add up all your cards. Believe it or not, they add up to 99, which reduces ultimately to 9. So there's 999 for you, showing up as a synchronicity. But 9 in numerology is spirituality and completion. And in this case, we are very much talking about fulfilling the circle, the completion, as above, so below, as well as your spiritual gifts. We literally start on the Queen of Cups, our Queen of Spirituality. Yes, nurture yourself. And that means in all aspects. Being all work and no play won't cut it. All right, my lilies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Hopefully some of this resonated for you. And if it does, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. And if you're comfortable, go ahead and shout at me in the comment section down below. Thank you to those that do share my videos anywhere online, regardless of platform. It does help the channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.